Um,
So just hi, we're gonna do competitive assignment presentation. I'm teacher Satono
I'm Kaitlyn Lara.
and today we're gonna introduce these three companies, True Earth and Cleanly and eCover. So first of all, True Earth is a certificated B Corp that deliver value across all three dimensions of the triple bottom line, environmental, social, financial. So True Earth products are designed to be completely plastic-free, which significantly reduce single-use plastic waste. This design approach allows consumers to lower their environmental footprint simply by choosing True Earth products. The company actively donates a portion of its revenue and build partnership with local communities. Internally, True Earth promotes DEIB, which is diversity and equity, inclusion and belonging, creating a workplace where employees feel supported and empowered. In terms of economic performance, True Earth has achieved solid financial growth while maintaining its sustainability commitments. The company has successfully scaled its businesses by aligning with shifting consumer expectation and demonstrating that environmental responsibility and profitability can go hand in hand. So next one, I would like to introduce Currently. Currently is designed to minimize environmental impact through low waste manufacturing and highly efficient product formats. From production to end use, the company's approaches focuses on reducing resource and consumption and helping consumers make more sustainable choice. In terms of its mission and organizational structures, clearly align closely with the core values of the B Corp movement. The company emphasized purpose alongside profits, struggling to create measurable positive impact while maintaining responsible and transparent businesses practice. And this is eCover. This is a brand with long-standing legacy in eco consequences creating products. eCover has built its reputation on plant-based formulation, phosphate-free chemistry, and refill-friendly product system. For many years, it serves as a early pioneer in environmentally responsible home care products. However, following its acquisition by a large multinational conglomerates, e-commerce, environmental and social credibility has become more complex. Transparency has declined. Concerns have been raised regarding the practices of its parent company, and the brand has faced ongoing ethical scrutiny. These issues have made it more difficult for consumers and stakeholders to fully trust the company's sustainability claims.
So, which firm best utilizes triple bottom line perspective to deliver value? Based on publicly available metrics and structure, as well as interviews that we conducted with the following companies, Cleanery arguably represents the strongest embodiment of triple bottom line, with True Earth coming a close second. Cleanery has a very high B Corp impact score of 87.6 on the official registry, reflecting strong performance across governance, workers, environment, community, and customers. In an interview with Ellie Braid, she states their business model was built from the ground up to minimize waste, emissions, packaging, and to be affordable, meaning environmental, social, and economical value are backed into the company's DNA, and not tacked as a marketing. They run a low waste, low emissions factory, pay living wages, and aim for carbon positive offset across scope 1 to 3 emissions. And yet they strive to make their products affordable, which helps scale adoption beyond niche eco elite customers. True Earth also demonstrates the strong triple bottom line in practice with their profit, plastic waste reduction, plastic-free packaging, and donations to community and engagement. Their public 2024 ESG Impact Report quantifies saved plastic jugs, donated loads, and waste diversion and community partnerships. While in contrast, Ecover may aim for eco-friendly cleaning, its metrics and transparency are weaker, reflecting the common tension when a legacy or large-scale brand tries to straddle sustainability without the accountability structures a B Corp demands. Therefore, Cleanery stands out as the most thoroughly embracing triple bottom line, and True Earth, although is still doing well, it's not as strong. The firm profitability and other people slash planet sustainable outcomes. Out for True Earth, Alex Gain, a customer experience supervisor, says the company reports 160% increase in revenue in its most recent year and expansion into thousands of US retail stores, a clear sign of commercial traction. Their rapid growth since funding in 2019 described a 944% growth rate over 4 years. And this suggests a business model is not only viable, but scaling aggressively. Their planet outcomes and their eco strips eliminate the need for single-use plastic jugs. In their 2024 impact report, True Earth claims that over 180 million plastic jugs have been saved from landfills and oceans. They achieved a 96.8% diversion rate at their British Columbia facility, showing they manage internal operations with environmental awareness. They also partner with external environmental organizations, for example, a collaboration with Clean Hub to recover plastic waste, pledging to recover tens of thousands of pounds of plastic tied to sales. Their people and social outcomes through their True Giving program, they donate eco strips and to individuals and communities in need. In 2024 alone, over 50 million eco strips were donated globally, which were valued at millions of dollars. They engage in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Their wellness initiatives, volunteer programs, environmental education, and executive level have of accountability. For Cleanery, although publicly available financials are limited, Cleanery has grown beyond small scale or artisanal production for their New Zealand factory, reportedly producing up to 200,000 refill sachets per week and serves multiple markets, which suggests a scalable, efficient manufacturing model. The company deliberately targets mainstream consumers, pricing their refillables affordably, lowering barriers to adoption, which helps drive volume and business viability. Cleanery claims its power-based cleaning products to use 99% less packaging and produce 99% less CO2 emissions, a large reduction in environmental impact relative to conventional cleaning products. And their plant products are plant and mineral based, free of harmful nasties, and manufactured in low waste, low emissions factory. By shipping small, concentrating sachets instead of water-heavy bottles, they dramatically reduce transport emissions and shipping weight and a significantly systemic sustainability gain in supply logistics. Cleanery is a registered living wage employer, meaning they commit to fair wages for staff and suppliers, which address social equity and worker well-being. For Ecover, their profitability is based on being a part of the S.E. Johnson company. It benefits from being a part of a large multinational corporation, giving scale global distribution, supply chain resources, and financial stability. Anaya Harris states Ecover historically pioneered phosphate-free, plant-based ecological cleaning products, and they offer refill options which reduce plastic weight compared with single-use plastic bottles. Which firms excel at people aspects? Cleanery ex appears to excel most in the people aspects for a few reasons. They are registered living wage employer, paying living wages to staff and suppliers, which is important for ethical labor standards. Their B Corp certification reflects a strong assessment in workers and community impact categories. Their pricing strategy aims to make sustainable cleaning accessible to everyday consumers. Uh, Ecover, as stated before, while offering cruelty-free products and mainly eco options, suffers on broader social governance. So Cleanery is the strongest on the people aspect. Which firms excel in the planet aspects? Um, Again, we think that Cleanery arguably is in the lead. Cleanery is power-based, concentrate and refillable approach dramatically reduces packaging waste, less 99% and less. And transport emissions is arguably a more systemic environmental improvement than simply plastic-free packaging. Their manufacturing is low waste, low emissions. Packaging and logistics are optimized for minimal environmental footprint. Cleanery's business model is purpose-built to reduce human impact at multiple stages by supply, production, distribution, and consumption. Evidence of consumer sentiment are consumers responding to the triple bottom line firms, why or why not. For True Earth, independent media recognition, for example, inclusion in Fortune's Change the World list suggests a broader societal appreciation of their missions and business success. Coverage in sustainability-oriented media, for example, like articles praising their eco strips, innovation, and their rethinking of cleaning, points to a positive reputation among green consumers. For Ecover, review data is mixed. Many consumers on platforms like Trustpilot praise the product effectiveness and eco commitment. Um, they appreciate the refill and bulk options and environmental friendliness, but others complain of poor performance, cleaning inefficiency, odors, skin irritation, undermining brand trust. The criticism of Ecover's parent company suggests the portion of ethically motivated consumers may be turning away after learning the broader corporate context. And for Cleanery, their winning of an Excellence in Innovation Award in 2025 in New Zealand suggests that the industry and presumably customers are responding positively to their sustainable cleaning approach. There's good evidence that customers who value sustainability respond positively to firms like True Earth and Cleanery, but for more legacy or corporately owned eco brands, like Ecover, sustainability claims may be undermined by inconsistent product performance, lack of transparency, or reputational concerns, which can erode customer trust and limit long-term loyalty. One relevant sentiment from a survey conducted for a sustainability-oriented customer states B Corps is usually the first filter I have when deciding who I buy products from. This supports the idea that certification and transparency matter a lot for customers' trust. Evidence of supply chain engagement, other sustainability certifications. Cleanery Braid states that the ingredients are ethically and responsibly sourced. As a certified B Corp, they are subject to reassessment, which periodic reassessment, which includes supply chains and governance scrutiny. Their 2025 awards in sustainable innovation in New Zealand, International Business Awards indicate external recognition and validation. True Earth members in 1% of the planet committing a portion of revenue to environmental causes. Transparent ESG reporting with measurable key performance indicators. Ecover retains cruelty-free certifications such as Leaping Bunny PETA for its products, no animal testing, no animal-derived ingredients. And although Ecover was a B Corp in 2017, post-acquisition, Ecover appears to have a weaker supply chain transparency and external assessments of its parent company note weak environment reporting and poor worker rights records. What are what the firms need to work on? Cleanery as a small company may face this scalable challenges while their model is efficient, growing to large scale may push logistical or environmental trade-offs. They'll need to maintain low waste, low emissions as they scale. Publicly available data on long-term environmental performance, full life cycle analysis, supply chain footprint seems limited beyond manufacturer level emissions and factory footprints. For deep sustainability, transparency across all tiers of the supply chain is essential. While their power and refill sachet model reduces packaging waste, the documentation doesn't clearly state full cradle to cradle design. For True Earth, while they report waste diversion rates, there is some variance across facilities. This suggests internal operational inefficiencies or logistical constraints that need ironing out for consistency. As they scale globally, expanding beyond North America and Europe, managing supply chain transparency will become more complex. To reach circular economy or cradle to cradle ideas, they may need to expand beyond plastic-free packaging. For example, ensure recyclability for envelopes and packaging, designs for reuse and refills, take back programs, and incorporation of recycled or renewable supply inputs while they have partnerships with Clean Hub, Oceanwise for waste recovery. For Ecover, the biggest challenge is transparency and credibility. So they'll need to work on environmental reporting, worker rights, governance, harmful chemicals, etc. Even though their refill and plant plastic option exists, full circularity commitments seem to lack. Mixed customer review undermine trust if eco-friendly products fail to perform or cause problems. Consumers may abandon them, reducing environmental benefit due to lower adoption. Next slide. Uh, are the firms embracing cradle to cradle slash circular approach? Cleanery's model is a step towards the circular protégime. However, publicly available information does not clearly state full cradle to cradle commitments. Their sustainability communication emphasizes low waste, low emissions, but does not claim closed loop or circular economy certification. True Earth has not publicly claimed a cradle to cradle model. Their focus is on eliminating plastic jugs, waste diversion, and partnering for waste recovery, which is more reduce, reuse, recycle rather than circular. Their impact reports focus on concrete outcomes, but not on closed loop supply chains or product end to life cycles. Ecover, although offering refill and refillable containers and sugarcane-based plastic, there is a little recent evidence of full circle ambitions. And the lack of transparency in supply chain, again, reporting or cradle to cradle commitments suggest only partial greening rather than systemic circular design. None of the three appear to fully claim cradle to cradle status, but Cleanery is perhaps the closest in spirit to circular slash low waste model than the others, remain more of a less waste, low impact rather than a fully circular. Next slide.
So, in conclusion, when we look across the cleaning products industrially, it is clear that smaller emission-driven B Corps, particularly and cleanly and True Earth, present the most credible and impactful models for the triple bottom line. Their businesses structures, product design, and governance frameworks are intentionally built to generate environmental, social, and financial value. And an integrated way. In contrast, legacy eco brands such as eCover do provide incremental improvements compared with conventional cleaning products. However, they often lack the holistic commitment, transparency, and structural alignment that characterize B Corp native companies. As a result, their ability to deliver sustained long-term positive impact remains more limited. Ultimately, the comparison highlights a broader insight. Its authentic system-level sustainability is strongest when it's involved from the very belonging with a company's mission, governance, and operating models. This is what set firms like Currently and True Earth apart, and what positions them as a leading example of purpose-driven, triple bottom line innovation. Thank you.
Thank you.